see this? It's just sticking to my neck. Time to get the static spray. My hair is way too staticky. If I don't film this intro, it's never happening. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be doing a video about my wedding. So this past October 19th actually, 2018, my husband and I got married. His name's Daniel, and it was the best day ever. Show the bling, because that's what you do. The planning of this wedding really took me by surprise. I didn't expect it to be as much work as it was. We were engaged for 4 years. 4 years. But it's what we wanted. When we got engaged, we knew we weren't gonna just be jumping right into the wedding. Once we had the venue, we're like, okay, now we have a date, we have to get all this crap done. So what I wanna talk about today is some of the things that I learned planning my own wedding. We did not hire a planner. I did most of this on my own, so let's go for it. The first thing that I want to talk about is how a lot of brides and grooms make the day about family, friends, but really the day is about you and your fiance, and anything that you want goes. It's really hard to please everybody, even when it comes to dates. Like, one of my best friends in the whole world wasn't able to make it to our wedding. Not to mention, our venue also told us that they had 2 days available, one in October, which was the day that we chose, one in May the 4th. Dan wanted a Star Wars wedding and really wanted that day. I did not. So they got Star Wars socks. We wanted the fall. The other option was spring. Spring in Toronto is not super nice. We went for fall. Things like your location. You can't base your location off of your guests. Transportation, you can't please everybody. Food preferences, that's another one that's kind of a sensitive topic. We actually did food trucks at our wedding. So we had the Smokes Poutine food truck and the Food Dudes food truck. We had an evening wedding, so our ceremony started at 5 p.m. We didn't do a first look, even though that's super popular. And I totally see the reasons why. I really just wanted to have that moment walking down the aisle and seeing Dan for the first time, and having everybody there with us for that moment was really important to me. And I mean, it's the moment that every little girl dreams about. I imagined, walking down the aisle, seeing my husband there, and that's what I got. So if you do a first look, you do have the opportunity to take all of your photos, really, before the ceremony. But I mean, I really love my friends and my family, and I really wanted them to be there with that moment. So on the train of morning of, one thing that I cannot recommend enough is making sure that morning of you are focused on what's going on, enjoying the time with your friends, your family, whoever is with you. I personally had my mom, my mother-in-law to be, and my bridesmaids all with me morning of getting ready. It was so much fun. Everybody looked so gorgeous. We had music playing, there was a food spread, coffee, mimosas, the whole thing. It was definitely one of the best mornings I've ever had. I am so grateful that I took that time to kind of dissociate myself with what was to come later in the day and really live in that moment with the people that I care about so much. Ew, it looks weird when I do that. The night before, my bridesmaids and I shared the suite that I had booked out for the wedding. It was so much fun, but I recommend trying to keep on your own schedule if possible. I fell asleep at like 11 or even midnight or something, and I was actually woken up by one of my bridesmaids because they made a hilarious video for me to watch on my wedding day. That being said, it was so great to keep in my usual schedule, because then the next day when I woke up, I didn't feel totally groggy. I was excited. So I'm not saying don't have fun. We went down to the hotel bar in our little nighties and took some shots down there. We all kind of snuggled on the bed. We talked. We took so many photos. One of my bridesmaids was pregnant and wasn't able to stay over, but she came over first thing the next morning and still got to join in the festivities. Everyone was there with me, loving me, supporting me, and it was just one of the best feelings in the whole world. But you can definitely have fun the night before. It's called adulting. So I have a few things here on budget. The wedding, almost guaranteed, will cost more than what you are expecting. And it came to the week before the wedding, it felt like we were just you know, final payments are due and things that you like totally are expecting, but then all of a sudden there are things that you're not expecting. There are gonna be taxes, there are gonna be hidden fees, there are gonna be things that you just straight up don't think about, but you gotta do it. We, for example, had our ceremony outdoor. I had to go find a couple of cheap fleecy blankets. We rolled them up, tied them in little bows, and I made a sign, and we had little blankets out. We were very, very lucky weather-wise. I wouldn't say that anybody was freezing, but we wanted to make sure we had those there for the people who were freezing. Another thing that you can, Now there are a few things you can do to try and keep that budget down. Value Village. I was kind of against buying things for my wedding at Value Village. However, I came up with some pretty cool DIYs. We had a donut bar, no wedding cake. Neither of us really like cake, so we got Krispy Kremes. But I still made the donut stands for them. Those I ended up buying just like little candle holder things. And I went to the dollar store and I bought these wooden skewers almost, dowels, wooden dowels. I hot glued the dowel down, painted them, sprayed them with a clear lacquer. I painted them all different colors, so I had incorporated a couple of the different colors we had in the wedding. I think it cost me like 15 bucks in total. It's definitely fun to come up with those little crafts. I made a ton of signs for the wedding. I had some friends help me out. I painted my own card box. It was like $4 from Value Village. We, instead of a guest book, used records. Dan and I are both musicians, so we had something that we figured we could frame and put on the wall. Little things, little touches like that really make the wedding feel a bit more personal. But also really keep the budget down. It does take time. Ask your friends. They're probably more than willing to help, and if they're not, hire some friends. This is a huge one. Another thing to keep costs down, AliExpress. I know most people are afraid to order from AliExpress. I was too. However, if you read the reviews, you will get some amazing finds. Let me grab it. So while I'm talking about budget, I also kind of want to talk about the accessories and which ones are, you know, easier to spend a little on, ones that are not. A lot of bridal stores carry veils, headpieces, earrings, that kind of stuff. It's really expensive for what it is. I actually have an example here. It's kind of wrinkly. It's very wrinkly. This is a veil that I got from a bridal store. You can see that it has like a wire comb on it. Still has the tag on it because I didn't wear it. It doesn't actually have the price on the tag, but that's okay. I can tell you that this is definitely more expensive than what I paid by a couple $100. What I don't like about it is the fabric. Can you hear that? It is so crunchy and it's so stiff that I don't think I would want this hanging from my head. Oh my God, my eyebrows searching. Do you see this? I'm crazy. Now where I did get my veil, it is a full-length veil. I got mine from AliExpress. I'll post a link below to the one that I got, but it's this beautiful, very romantic, flowy fabric, and it costs $11. You have to give it some time. AliExpress can take like 30 plus days to get to you, but this is what I wanted. My dress had so much detailing on it that I didn't want the veil to take away. The great veil debate, do you wear one, do you not? I did because I figured, when the heck else in life am I ever gonna wear a veil? I mean, except for around my house. The other thing I got off AliExpress to keep the budget down was actually my purse. So I got this little rhinestone purse. I'll put a link below to the one that I got. But I honestly didn't even really use this. I wanted to have something I could put my phone, my lipstick, if I needed to bring anything else with me, my dental floss. I always have dental floss. But I just wanted something small, something cute. This kind of matched all the rhinestones on my dress. Oh, and look at this. Inside, I've got the lipstick I wore, the Huda Beauty in Muse, and I have a dental floss. I'm a serial flosser. It does come with this chain. It's quite long, actually. I was so ready to go out and splurge on a really nice designer purse that I'm gonna have forever, but I didn't even use it. Super cute, super affordable, kept the budget down. Now with budget, there's also a few things that you want to get that are a little bit above the budget. For example, I bought these beautiful beautiful sparkly shoes. They're all rhinestones all the way. The shoes are from Jeffrey Campbell. They were so comfortable. I didn't really wear them for much of the reception just because I am a dancer and I had a couple of really fun dances. I was definitely a few drinks in and needed balance. Super worth the money. I will definitely get my wear out of these. I went with a thicker heel because we were outside. I didn't really want to break my ankle on my wedding day. I'm very clumsy, I've broken many bones. Definitely worth going a little over budget on. Another thing that I think that it's okay to splurge a little bit more on is your jewelry. I had originally purchased these earrings. They're from Swarovski. They're, I think, called the Bella earrings. I can link them down below as well. I think they were around $80, maybe $100 after tax. Love them. I wear them every day. However, I got the most amazing gift from my mom. She bought me these diamond earrings. I love them so much because they're pretty straightforward earrings. I can wear them daily. I mean, I wear these daily. I don't know why I couldn't wear these daily. Jewelry lasts forever. You can pass it on to your kids, your grandkids, if it's good stuff. Buying cheap jewelry in 5 years' time, it's gonna fall apart. In my opinion, it's worth that extra little bit. I bought a charmed Aroma candle for the month of October. I actually got this really adorable little opal ring. Super pretty. I wore it on the wedding. Super fun, super cute. Little things like that I think are totally fun. And the candle I think was maybe $40. I'll have a link to their store below. Such awesome products. The other thing with buying your accessories at a bridal shop is they may only have things that are kind of what you want and not necessarily exactly what you want. So I ended up actually making my hairpiece. So this is my hairpiece. It looks really weird on here. I'm gonna insert a couple of photos here about how it did look on my head. It sat kind of like a little bit of tiara. I ended up having to fasten it in with bobby pins because we ended up having a bend and snap competition at my wedding.
Bend and snap! Yeah! Bend and snap!
I played Elle Woods in Legally Blonde the musical once, but I had to bobby pin it because it actually flew off while we were doing that. This piece here was actually a necklace from Aldo. I took the chain off and then I bought these links from Michael's. Morning of, I actually had to bring pliers with me because I didn't have this made in time for my hair trial. I had to remove, I think, 2 links from it to make it a little bit shorter. My hair was all up. I'm gonna insert a photo. I don't know why I'm doing this. I've had my hair down. I can't tell if I'm like lined up with the camera. It would have looked like this. Another way to save money. This cost me, the necklace was 20 bucks. These links were all like maybe 5 bucks a thing. So 5, 10, 15, 20, and extra pairs, like 25. So 45 bucks. It's what I had envisioned and I made it myself for far less. So when it comes to your budget, there's a couple of other places that you can really pare down. One of them being the dress. Now I know everyone wants that perfect wedding dress.
And the quest has begun to find the perfect dress for her perfect day.
I actually worked as a bridal consultant for about 5 years.
You just go ahead and pull some dresses and hope for the best.
I worked in several different stores working with several types of brides. I have seen it all. Trying on dresses is a must. Whether you're having somebody make it for you, whether you're getting something secondhand, whether you feel like you know exactly what you want, you don't. I have seen so many people come through the store and say, I've always wanted a princess ball gown. They try on 15 ball gowns, don't really fall in love with any. I say, hey, want to try something different? Yeah, sure, maybe I'll try a mermaid on. Great, let me go grab you a mermaid. Loves it. Ends up buying it. Doesn't always happen. There's a good percentage though. My biggest piece of advice is always try on several different things. If you don't like it, it doesn't matter, but at least you can rule it out. Another thing that's kind of taboo in the dress world is trying on a dress that is way above your budget. I did try on a dress that was 11 grand, but I knew I wasn't gonna get it. I knew even if I fell in love with it, it wasn't gonna happen. I did fall in love with a dress that was well over my budget, and I found a dress that was similar, and during my alterations, I made customizations that made my dress like the one that I had fallen in love with, but better. That's another thing, alterations. Probably gonna need them. If you're taller, you may be able to get away with no hem. In terms of the bodice, it probably won't also fit right off the bat because they do tend to make them in more of a standard shape that can be customed to fit a feminine body. It still happens, it's out there. You may get lucky. If you're looking for something for if you're looking for something with a little bit less in the way of alterations, definitely go towards something with a corset back. It does give you a little bit of room where you can tighten it or loosen it day off depending on how you're feeling. Some people tighten it for the photos and then loosen it for the party. Get down. Yes! There's different options, so ask your consultant because they're there to help you. They have so much knowledge on the dresses, what they have in stock, what works for what body type. That is part of the training. So if you're not totally sure, ask. Even if you are totally sure, give them a shot to give you a little bit of coaching because you may end up finding something you were not expecting. I promise we're almost there. The best thing we did for ourselves for our wedding was hiring a day of coordinator. Our coordinator, her name was Megan. She was unbelievable. Her company is actually called Siren Designs. If you live in Toronto or the GTA, please check her out. Totally worth it. Very, very, very affordable. But at the end of the day, having a coordinator kept Dan and I in a place where we could just enjoy the day. We had so much fun because we weren't worried about the bar, the food, the napkins, the flowers, the candles, the band, nothing. Definitely, definitely worth the money if you do not have a wedding planner. Definitely get a day of coordinator. I cannot say it enough. So looking back at all of these things that we just talked about, you also have to weigh into account the things you're going to remember. The photos. Because a photographer is more expensive does not make them better. We found a photographer and they were absolutely amazing. They gave us the most beautiful, romantic, amazing photos. And Dan and I are really awkward people. We immediately had a huge bond with them. They were hilarious. You spend so much time on your wedding day with your photographers. Book with somebody you enjoy being around. Again, if you're in the Toronto GTA area, they're called JSE Photography. We could not have been more thankful to find them. Make sure you find a photographer that works with your style, with your budget. They are out there, I promise. May take a little bit of looking though. Videos are great. We did not get a video because I just couldn't realistically see myself sitting down and watching it. We had so many friends filming. My sister brought her camera and she had a GoPro. Some of my friends were there, actually Fabi and Yani. I'll also add a link down below to them. They've made actually a wedding vlog, so if you want to see some of it, definitely check the things out on their channel. I've added a couple of clips here and there as well that they've given me. I just thought between friends and family filming, I didn't need a professional video because I didn't really feel like I was going to be watching it all that much. So hopefully this video really helps somebody. If it doesn't, sorry. If it does, great. But if you have any questions about anything that I did for my wedding, any of the prep that I had for my wedding, any of the vendors I used, please comment down below. I'd be happy to send any information your way. Be sure to subscribe, like, follow, comment, the whole thing. You guys know how to do it. It's not your first time on YouTube. If it is, welcome. Let me know if you want any other wedding related videos. The wedding is done. I can't really give you planning videos, but I can tell you what I did do. Anyway, thanks so much for watching and I will see you guys soon. Bye!